wood. Here we go. Get ready. We have got... Hey, that'll wake you up. Were you guys ready for that one?
It kind of made the same shape as the glass you had, like it was mold blown. And look at that.
That'll make you dizzy. Whoa! It's got like little shards on it.
That's how we make our shards for classes, right, Jake?
That's right. It's all in the hips. That was pretty serious.
Welcome to the gathering point.
What's happening,
What
everybody?
is the best way to clean this up?
Well, I have the broom. Where was it? I just left.
I'd go right into the garbage can, but you can put it right there.
I just had the broom right there.
Let's see how cool this got already. Check it out, you guys.
Woo!
2,000 degrees to room temperature. This is literally
Instant.
wafer thin, so much that it floats. Check this out.
What do you mean it floats?
Watch.
That
It was
Floating.
I thought you meant like it floats in water. I thought you were gonna like put it in water, like a float.
Well, I mean, if you drop that off the Empire State Building, it would fall the same speed as a bowling ball, everybody.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I think I learned that somewhere.
Yeah.
Physics.
Physics class
All right.
here at the Glass Academy Gathering Point, guys. My name's Chris Nordine. We got Jacob Nordine. We've got Oliver over here.
Howdy, everybody.
We've got Bess on the tech support, getting buck wild over here. Michelle's on the camera. There she is. Give her the spin around. Don't.
Bam.
This was my shield. They told me to have a shield ready when you blew.
She's got a really important announcement, folks. There it was.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What's the first piece of hot glass starting up?
Let's get this in the recycle bucket.
All right, I'm going to real quick do damage control over here.
That was a cool sound.
All right, we're gonna do some glass blowing. Oliver's sweeping up our mess because we like to start out with something exciting. Chris has taken a cold pipe, it looks like, trying to gather some glass, and no
I'm going to
luck.
be doing a warmer-upper garden reed.
Ooh,
It's Tasty Special Pipe
it is tasty.
that won't allow me to gather any glass on it, which is kind of interesting.
Because the copper was not hot? Why do you think?
I think because we've got a little copper added piece onto the end of the pipe here.
It's going to be a little bit experimental here. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight, a lot of things to go over, a lot of cool new pieces to experiment with, and we got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful product table here tonight, folks.
Guess who made that product table?
I wonder.
All right, so
This is my fancy core of the reed that I'm making. I'm going to do it in 2 gathers, but this is a little sparkly special
some light on.
that I don't want to get too hot. But I've got a really, really nice gather at the end of this special copper adapted blowpipe that we'll be able to take off eventually and have the copper in the bottom of the reed, the garden reed, so you can put it on a dowel rod or whatever. This is going to be something as we're coming into spring, you guys, just after our Valentine's Day celebration. We're going to be coming into our spring line, and one of them is the reeds that are garden reeds. We call them Piccola reeds. And actually, if you're within the local distance of the Glass Academy, you can come take a class and make your own garden reed, which is pretty sweet.
Super cool. The class is really well designed, super fun. Matt just had a private event come in the other day, and they opted to make the Percola reed. Turned out really good, really cool.
All right,
Nice
so
gather.
Here's a nice gather with a little bit of extra glass on there, but I encased that beautiful sparkly glass.
It's a big boy. It's going to be a pretty cool garden accent. We're still picking out the name of this show that's going to be coming up. Something with creatures. It's going to be the release of our sheep here coming up, which we're going to do a little more research on later. And look at that. That's our giveaway question for the night. What should we name our spring show? You guys know where to enter. We'll get more into that in a little bit here. He's got a pretty heavy-duty mass moving there.
So what I'm going to try to do here tonight, guys, is I'm going to try to make a flat reed, which is usually a lot of fun when you're making them flat and not necessarily symmetrical and round. That's kind of the fun part. So you see I got this nice looking gather. Now watch this. Carved a little bit of a line in there to make it a ribbon.
All right, we got some updates from Bess coming here.
Hi guys, I'm borrowing Jake's mic for a second. Just so you guys know, Facebook is glitching out. It's not anything on our end. If you are watching on Facebook and you keep getting super lagged and you keep getting super pixelated, hop on over to YouTube. The stream is perfectly fine over there. But I'm keeping an eye on it. As of right now, there's nothing I can do to fix it, but I do know what's happening.
There you go, folks. We're working on it. Bess is working her tech abilities, her tech skills.
Love the tech ability.
And you know what? If for some reason you just get frustrated and you can only watch on Facebook, every show is recorded. So it goes on YouTube. You could always watch on YouTube later.
Yeah, you can watch right now on YouTube, folks.
Watch us on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I think we're on YouTube.
Look at this action. That
This is super
gold is
sweet.
sparkling.
This is like, he makes it look easy, but this takes a hot minute to figure it out. Oh.
Just got to grab it.
It's the dance.
So really what I'm just trying to do is have it be beautifully organic. So if you could imagine this next to one of your plants in your front yard when there isn't a bloom and then this is coming out of it. Look at that, you guys. Such a beautiful looking reed.
What color you got on the top there?
The top is a really nice electric chartreuse green. And then I've got the chartreuse. And then we've got
There we go. That's a better way.
Yeah, we've got the beautiful, sparkly, galactic core. I just want to get that end heated up enough that it's a really pretty transition. And it doesn't have a little bit of a cut mark from when I cut that piece off. So Oliver, could you glove up and put this away for me?
So I think we showed it last week, the quilling book. We went over that because I was calling it twilling and it's quilling with a Q.
Twilling.
Quilling. And we were using this as our inspiration. You can see the designs there. And so the flat reed is very similar. We've always done round reeds in the past, but I was real curious to see how these would look. So what he's doing right now is taking out the cotter pin that holds the reed
Just like
on
our
the pipe.
good friend Jonathan Cotter. All right, want to take that? And we're going to open the door.
Yeah, got it.
Look at that.
You can go this way and tuck it in that way in the back, Oliver.
Just get right in there and just tuck it in perfect.
Like it's going to bed.
Oh, yeah. Look at the tuck in
Beautiful.
action.
The tough
Beautiful.
work.
All right, I have a question in the chat. How many of you put glassware in your gardens? I know some of the locals do it.
Very nice.
If you have
All right,
glass in
there
your
we go.
gardens, put it in the chat. Yes, I do.
I'll take
no,
that
I
from
don't.
you.
We're going to try another one.
Sure.
That one
That was sweet. Now look at that move. You guys see that? It almost made me quiver in my boots.
grabbing the wrong end of the pipe.
Yeah, it's just so weird and just foreign and not cool to grab the pipe right there. That's the first thing we teach everybody in our hands-on classes is just we're looking for you to not touch this part of the pipe.
I do remember one time about 10 or 15 years ago, we were in the heat of production pumpkins. and somebody took the blowpipe and they knocked the piece off of it and they went like this. And they set it like that. And I turned around and picked it up like this. And it was screaming hot on the end, and it messed me up really good. It was not.
I remember his hand looked like a giant club all bandaged up.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Club hand dad.
But the same thing with this particular copper piece on the end of these redesigned punty rods. You got to get it slightly red hot on the end so you gather. The glass won't stick on a cold blowpipe, guys. So I'm making sure that this thing is nice and hot on the end. And I'm going to gather on it. And really,
Did you say to Jake, do you want to make one?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No,
Okay.
he didn't want to. He wanted me to.
Dipping it up.
We got people watching all the way from England today.
Nice. So you see that's gathered right on the end of that little bit of a copper rod. And I'm going to let that cool down.
Hold still.
And maybe I'll do a core color that's in the bottom of this reed so that it gets people all excited when they look at it, because it's not just one layer, but it'll have multiple layers.
Just want to jump in here real quick, Chris, and let everyone know who's watching. If you're just tuning in on the Facebook side of things, video quality's not where we're happy with, jump over to our YouTube side. Stream's working totally fine on there. It's not something we can fix, an issue on Facebook side of things. So if you're tuning in to Facebook and you're having issues, check out our YouTube channel at The Gathering Point.
I wonder if everyone's streaming on Facebook is what happens. Now everyone's making videos
I don't know.
when Facebook just can't keep up.
Might not be able to, but YouTube's working totally fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, this is going to be like last week. Remember I commented when you see us on the big screen, it's like you're watching TV, but the cool thing is you can add comments. So you can throw a comment and we can answer you. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, when I was watching CSI the other night on YouTube, I tried to comment and nobody in the show would respond to me and talk to me. I couldn't figure it out.
Ridiculous.
I was like, where did that organ from the one incident that happened come from? And they just ignored me.
Unbelievable.
They didn't
You were
wanna
watching
tell me.
CSI?
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good time.
Honestly, folks, I've never watched some type of a movie on YouTube. Nope.
All right, he's going in for another dip. But while he's doing it, do I do a quick?
Sure.
All right. Look, we've got lots of fun things coming tonight. And then the pocket vases will go over all of that. But we put flowers in them so you could really see how they look when they're displayed and how cool they are. And now, back to the hot glass. So the other thing that's kind of fun with color patterns, you can dip one side in and then the other side and get, do you see how he's swirling it together now?
The swirlerize.
I like that. That's a Oliverism, isn't it?
It is
A
an
swirlizer?
Oliverism.
I think Jake's just messed with my brain now. I'm just throwing eyes at the end of any word I want to say now.
An ism?
Ism, eyes, larate.
Interesting.
Just throw that on the end of any word and
I purposely left this particular color unmelted in so it was texturous on the surface, so that when I go in and take my next gather, it'll trap a bunch of air bubbles in there, so that when this is out in your garden and the sun's shining on it, it'll get crazy and be blinging and have all kinds of optical magic to it, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty serious.
Jake, you want to talk about the lineup for tonight?
Yeah, I could talk about the lineup for tonight.
line up, Jake.
I'm lining up over here.
Because because we had a last minute addition on that pink sheet of paper.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a sweet custom order for Katrina, folks. And it's not on the board because we didn't get it on the board. But we're going to be making a Valentine's themed creature that you guys may or may not have seen during our holiday progression of products. And it's going to be a super cool one, a themed product with a little bit of love and mojo in it. And it's going to take all three of us to get it done here on the blowpipe. It's going to be a pretty darn sweet one. First of its kind, I do believe. It's got a lot going on here. 3 colors on the outside, 1 color in the core, and the swirl of aventurine gold on top of it.
It's kind of like, you know, when you go, you're driving by or on vacation and you drive past the construction site and there's like 75 guys working and 2 of them just standing there hanging out.
I'm studying.
Yep.
I'm just absorbing everything that Chris is doing.
Sometimes, you know, until we do the other items, this is what happens.
I'm also kind of keeping my eye in the comments here, just seeing everyone come in. Been letting everyone focus on the hot glass right now, but it's good to see everyone chat, saying hello. We got people from England, the UK, Australia, Dearborn, Michigan.
Hometown.
Seeing all the familiar names.
Cool thing about this copper is that you don't have to have a neckline in it. So once you get your heat on there, you can start swinging it. You don't have to worry about finding a way to get it off the pipe, a way to connect it to any piece of metal.
That's a really different process for a glass blower.
Does it feel weird, Chris, not to have to put a neckline in it at all?
Yeah, it does.
The horizontal of the camera frame, much easier to do these shots vertical.
Yeah, it's blinging. Metallic action. It's like sparkles. You guys all know what sparkles are like. This is the sparkly special.
Is that like glitter?
Yep.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because the first one I started trying to make a neckline in it,
Yeah.
and I was just like, huh?
Okay, so the question this week was, what should we rename our garden show? We're merging 2 of our shows. We've done Glass Extravaganza for 13 years. This would be our 14th year. But we're gonna mix some of our spring line products. You guys have been asking for these things sooner. So it's gonna be kind of a creature, our bunnies, snails. All those items are gonna show up in the show as well, and give you ideas for what you want to decorate your garden with. It's going to be pretty cool, so you have ideas. That's the question of the day. You can put it at enews@glassacademy.com.
All
We're
right,
gonna-
I think
we're
last
gonna have
flash,
to,
Oliver.
You got it. We're going to have to invent a holiday for snails.
Yeah. This one's going to have to be some serious tuck work on your part again here, Oliver. Full width of the annealing oven.
Which brings up a good point, Jake. Like, we have to make sure we have the right annealing oven on.
We got
do
enough
these.
room in there.
So we're not zooming in too deep on our tech here, working with copper pipes. It's something that a lot of shops do, and everyone's got their own style.
Got it.
It took a lot of work over the last few years designing the way that those copper pipes fit in for us and the equipment we have. But we got it figured out pretty good at this point.
Beautiful. Nice work.
There we go.
Getting them in there is not easy when they're that long. You got to be real careful not to bang them around because that's the most fragile time, guys. But we got them in there safe. You guys will be able to see them on the annealer reveal, which happens on Thursday, right?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock on Thursday. That's one of the things that has been mentioned on tonight's show if you're new, but everything we make during the show tonight will be revealed when it comes out of the annealing oven on Thursday, and Jake will be going over that with maybe Oliver or Michelle or whoever does it, and it's a good time.
Actually, while we're on this, I want some feedback from people in the comments. If you've watched like more than one annealer reveal, what did you think about us starting the last one with some hot glass action? Did we like that?
What?
Oh, yeah. Let us know what you think. That was a long one, 18 minutes. We kind of got carried away.
Well, when Jake and I do things, we can get a little long-winded.
Just start thinking and moving, and it
then
all
we just
goes
start
good.
talking.
There's blank ones over here.
So we've got a beautiful display here tonight, and we're debuting our 6 new styles of pocket vases, folks. And they're hung beautifully here on the wall by Michelle with flowers, so you can see what they're like and what they would be like in your home, in your friend's home, whoever it may be, as a Valentine's gift. But we've got 4 different color patterns, new color patterns. Here's the purple one. And you can tell how the beautiful, I really love this white one here. You got your recycled crackle, but look at how you see the reflection through the water. The magnification of the design on the back side is super beautiful. So they're all handmade. They're one of a kind. We got pictures of them. We're gonna upload in the following weeks here. The 6 of them on the website for sale. But we wanted to make them for sale to you guys first with the selection that we have. They're super swirled together with adventurine, with 2 greens on this one in particular, and they've been selling like hotcakes out of the gallery, going really well.
Show us how the loop is done at the top.
There's our copper loop up top
And
with the
stamped right
GA
there.
stamp, looking really good. And so those are available, as well as we've got 6 new style colored open hearts. And they're just also became really popular over the past couple shows. These have been around for a long time, but we went through a run of a bunch of different colors. And Michelle wanted to display all the different ribbons as well
Yeah,
you can
and
tie
I'd say
with.
in the past we did these a lot smaller, so they're pretty cool. I was going to put a call out when you always hang your stuff really nice, but here's like a sparkly ribbon, here's a velvety ribbon, that one's like a taffeta, and then we all remember this pattern, and some, oh goodness, some swirlies. Okay, one of the reasons we go over the table, it allows them to get set up for the next piece. But really quick, I want to show off some lucky winner tonight. Did you guys see that heart in the bottom of this glass? Woo-wee! Super nice. All right, they're getting set up. I'll let Jake take over for a few minutes.
All right, so these guys are getting set up for this custom penguin for Katrina, folks. You're going to want to watch this one. You may have not seen us make a penguin on the live show before. You may have, but this is a pretty involved process. All 3 of us might be hopping in there. They're thinking ahead and organizing the bench. There's a couple specific tools necessary to do these penguins. They're detailed. This one's going to be on an iceberg, and it's going to be totally Valentine's themed.
I was just telling Chris, this is going to be my first penguin.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't made one with Chris yet, so this is going to be a little adventure for me.
Well, it might also be your first show being as clean shaven as that as well. So it's a night of firsts, and we're doing it, and it's going to be amazing.
I'm reconnecting with my inner child. That's what's going down here.
Let us know how you think he looks, you guys, in the chat.
You don't got to make any comments about that, everybody. You can.
You might have to. But welcome to YouTube. Those of you that are typical Facebook viewers, we got the comments up right here to watch with us. We know that the quality usually is a little bit better on YouTube, but we've got a huge following on Facebook. So a lot of people are on both for commenting on Facebook, for the quality on YouTube, and it's a beautiful thing. So now that we've been standing around for a little bit here, I'm just going to keep showing you guys this color, because it looks amazing. There's that gold that we were using. We got 2 pinks to choose from.
But I'm just making sure, Chris here, guys, that I got all the right tools to make a penguin, because penguins aren't anything to mess around with, man. They will attack. But besides that fact, I need to make sure that I can't mess around with making a penguin, because I need all the different things where I know I need eyeball glass, I need eye pupil glass, I need eye socket tool, I need penguin foot tool, I need penguin beak tool, and I need, this is pretty much the armpit clapper right here. You're going to see why, because when I cut his arms out, I got to push up underneath the armpits and just really make him look penguin-like. So here we go.
All right, let's see what happens here. First penguin in a while. We love it. And the penguins have totally, each year, the penguins and a lot of our products, just like you're seeing with the pocket vases here, each year they kind of get morphed and we improve on them and we keep going. And this year the penguins just started getting really, really serious. I mean, the icebergs got big, the details got refined, they were looking really good.
Yeah, we could even put a little scarf on this guy if we want.
Could.
Because it's a custom piece.
Yeah.
And I think she might be watching.
Katrina's watching. Oh, she's watching. That's
I don't know
duty.
exactly what that means.
I don't know where that came from, man. That's...
So you see us standing around here making a bunch of noises, and that's because...
Watch this move.
One-legged?
Watch this.
Oh my gosh.
One arm,
Wow.
one leg.
Now that's what I'm talking about, guys.
Incredible. He wants his core to stiffen up so he can get more glass over it. That's probably rock solid right now. It's ready for a double dose. Yep, here he goes. We're going to see some molten action come out of here right now.
I would love to see like
it's
the
not gonna be
demographic
smaller.
split of our viewers who are like, all right, I want to just see some glass blowing. I want to see them get buck wild with it. Versus the people who are like, I could watch an hour of Chris antics.
Yeah. Yep. I bet it'd be a 50-50 split. That's kind of my guess.
It would be a 50-50 split.
If you can stand on one foot, relax with your head, arm behind your head, and Marver glass at the same time, it's a big show, man.
I don't think I could do that.
It's a big deal. All right.
So
here
what's
we go.
what's going on here, Chris?
So now I'm doing the penguilizer. That's my own special word. And I'm creating the body of this penguin. And you guys are going to see it literally metamorphosize from a glob of glass to a living penguin.
So he's doing multiple coats of the white and the black, the half and half, because what side is the belly of the penguin?
Penguin's white, the belly's white.
Do we know why that is?
So that you can see if they're sliding through mud or on ice.
I mean, it's because they're covered in snow. That's what they slide on their belly, so it's just all snow. But Jake, I wonder if we can highlight on a little brain lapse that happened here, putting out the color. I don't know who did this, but someone forgot to put out the orange and instead put out two pinks.
Yeah, I thought you were putting out the pink. Oh, I guess I just revealed who it was.
I'll use the pink on the right.
I thought you were putting out two different options of pink.
Nope, we need flipper orange.
I didn't mean to call you out like that, Jake. I thought I did that.
No, you did do that. You did do that, but I thought that you were pulling out two different pinks because we didn't know which one was going to be perfect.
Oh, I see what you're saying here.
But he's going for this baby right here. If you're a glass
Flatten
blower
that
out
out
there,
for me
it's
a little, would you, Jake, with your hand?
R66.
That color, just flatten it out a little.
There we go. Here he goes into the pink. This is the first ever penguin with a white and pink stomach region.
Because it's a love penguin.
It's true.
If it had a ticket, it would be on the Love Boat.
Wow. Incredible.
I didn't know you were a member of the Backstreet Boys.
So now that you got 2 different colors on there at 2 different melting temperatures, Chris is going to start to shape it up and get it organized. He's organizing the mass of glass. But when you guys watch this snip move that's about to happen, it may look easy, but the proportions and the timing and the way he just did that in 2 moves without him touching back, and now he's bringing out his, what did you call it?
Armpitalizer.
Armpitalizer. And it instantly, maybe for me, I don't know about you guys, starts getting its flipper ability. Look at the shadow.
Is there a general pose that we're going for on this guy?
Loving.
Loving?
Yeah.
Just giving a big old hug.
Yeah. Look at that.
Anything I need to start getting prepped up, Chris?
I don't think so yet.
It is
I'm
6:30,
just
so the
gotta get a
table is
little
live.
heat and a little tug and pull on this guy so that I can get a little bit of his posture. This is another important part of working the glass. Well, it's still got a core heat on it.
I think we got an announcement of some sorts from the tech table.
All right.
It is 6:30. The table is live. I believe Michelle said there are 6 of each item available.
Super nice.
Yeah, and those open hearts aren't going on the website. So those are ones that were made new. We made new colors because the other ones sold so well. You guys were loving them. Sent us a couple messages, so we gave you some more colored options. These are great Valentine's gifts, or just someone you appreciate in your life around Valentine's time. It doesn't need to have to do with anything other than I appreciate you. Look at this. But we got 6 of those up. They're only going to be available in the gallery and here on the show tonight. Those pocket vases will eventually make their way onto the website. So we're getting you first selection of the brand new colors here.
Wide ones or thin ones?
Wide ones.
And they will be ready to ship out by Thursday. So Chris is torching his little tail feather. And he's going to come in with the crimp. Bam. There he goes.
Well, this is the little tail action now, guys. So I got it out. I got his belly kind of. While I'm cutting this, I can pull up a little bit and let the belly bulge out a little to give it a little bit more of a realistic look.
When'd you first start making penguins, Chris?
Back in 19 something or other.
So if you guys are new to the show, let us know what the deal is. Let us know where you're watching from, how you found the show, or even just say, I'm new. This is the gathering point. As I zoomed in right there a second ago, we do this every single week. We got a custom order here tonight, which we love to do every week, but it depends on what we're making and what we're doing and what you guys want to see. I love the pink and white.
All right, I'm going to have you bring me some feet, an orange bit, probably about the size of my pinky, and I'll take half of it, and then you'll flash it, and I'll take the other half.
Okay.
Good, probably like 3 coats of that pumpkin flipper orange.
Pumpkin flipper orange, folks. Let me show you what it looks like right now, because as Katrina, I'm sure you know, and many others know, when that color gets above, I'd say probably like 500 degrees, it really turns into brown. It's just no good. And then when it cools all the way down, it'll come back to its true color, and that's the trick. That's the key with glass blowing, is temperature control. Oliver's got a gather of 2,000 degree glass. I'd say Chris is over here sculpting at maybe like 1,600 down to maybe 1,400 and dropping every second by multiple degrees, super fast. And a penguin that thick, I mean, that's a pretty serious amount of glass right there. That would literally explode, just like the beginning of our show when we went to reheat that cup with a hot molten 2,000 degree bubble of glass. It exploded, and I actually, behind the scenes, already pulled out 2 large glass chunks out of my boots.
Ooh.
1 in each boot.
Came
Not
down
in
at
the
the same
boots.
time.
Yep. There's no
I'm ready.
snake in my boot, but there is sharp glass, folks. Here comes flipper number uno. Look at that hot molten action.
Okay, heat that up.
That's what glass
Oliver.
blowing's all about, is the assistant bringing over the hot, juicy action, Chris having his glass at a solid and controllable temperature. And you got to work together. And I may be hopping in at some point. We're going to see about the timing. Putting on the iceberg that this
Come on.
lands on.
It got a little funky on me here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Way to work it. The iceberg is a serious situation when it comes to a penguin. This is no patty on the marber. This is a hand-sculpted, frozen iceberg from the Arctic region. Speaking of Antarctica,
That belly's looking cool.
didn't we have a comment from someone earlier last week that was like,
I'll take a
they're
punty on
deep
a
in some
big
tech
punny
work
rod.
right now, probably working on Facebook for you guys. But we'll get to that comment a little bit later. And if you're watching us again this week, what's happening? We got some new viewers from maybe it was Alaska. I don't know if they actually have YouTube in Antarctica.
Oh, it's a nice looking set of flippers we got going on right here, guys.
You think the Antarctic people have YouTube out there, Dad?
Oh, I think they do.
I'd have to say. Let's see that belly and see the little bit of a color difference going on with the pink. Oh,
Watch his feet get kicking. He's going to start dancing.
oh man. Oh man. That's the sound a penguin dancing makes.
Maybe.
Well, you never seen Happy Feet?
Oh, true.
What
I
about
just
the
didn't
one
hear that
that
noise.
everybody knows? Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door.
That's exactly how he walks.
He was like, hump, hump. That was from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Here comes the flip around. Right on the booty of the penguin. Chris is going to put a little water on this penguin's
Right
neck.
on his
and-
epiglottis here.
Right on his epiglottis. And Oliver takes it away. Look at that. Beautiful.
All right.
Oh,
so
I'll take that.
Yeah, so even if you guys aren't new, let us
now I'm
know
gonna
where
take
you're
a,
watching from.
Thumb-size bit, black bit.
Okay.
Let us know how you found the show. If you're interested in glass blowing,
You don't
in the
want it
first place,
cylindered
or
out. You want it just real round and
stumbled.
spherical, right?
Yep.
If you did
Okay.
a virtual stumble onto our show. We got a headless penguin here, and I believe Oliver is going to be gathering up. That's the term of grabbing the glass on the end of a molten hot blowpipe here. This is actually a punty, a solid piece. He's going to go for the black with the clear glass.
Yep, that's a real special move there. We
Yep.
always put black on the clear glass. We would never use the black to cover another base glass at all.
Not typically.
Hey, I want to say, is Katrina on the show? Is she watching? Katrina, we got your order in. They printed it so we could get the order made, and we knew exactly the specs that you ordered.
looking good.
But I'm laughing because it's on pink.
Bright pink.
I know, Don. I was like, I'm so
Three
sorry,
tracks.
but I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
299?
Valentine. It worked out great.
It is a
but
Valentine's
this is a
penguin.
custom order. So Katrina was able to place the order. Instead of just buying from the website, she was able to place an order and get exactly what she was looking for.
Super cool.
So Mary commented on YouTube, I'm so happy I got the purple pocket vase.
Yes, Mary, all right. And the beautiful thing is when you're doing swirls like that, it's such a gorgeous color design, color pattern, obviously just because of the colors in general, but I'm going to go over there and showcase that to you guys again in 1 second. I got a lot to say about it. the clear glass, you see the beautiful transparency of the crystal that we work with. Look at this sculptage.
So here's a fun comment. So Tammy on YouTube says, I'm in San Diego. I found this on my YouTube feed because I took 3 semesters of glass blowing and I was looking stuff up. So it's cool how people are finding us different ways.
And it is an incredible thing that we have the at glass blowing. That is our tag. That is who we are. We own the rights to the glass blowing sign, which is pretty crazy. There he's prepping where this penguin's eyeballs will land. And I'm going to come right over here past pardon me.
You're going to do a white glob in each one of those things first, and then you put a tiny pupil in it. So go ahead and heat that up.
This is what we have for sale tonight, folks. If you go to the website and you go to the Gathering Point on our website, the Gathering Point page, you can shop on the show. We've got 6 different options. Our Recycle Crackle's a big hitter right there. Look at that. Look at that action. But what I was saying about these swirls, every single one's unique. They're going to have 4
put it
swirls
on there and then
on
heat it
them.
a little bit, and I'll give it a nice little
Some
dab,
bigger,
okay?
some smaller,
Beautiful.
and it's just
Big's
a beautiful
okay.
thing.
Robin
as they're the
says
same
the
size.
new pocket vase styles are even nicer in
Yep.
person.
Straight on.
They just look beautiful.
Yep.
And the quality of the clear we have, we've been melting it super nice
torch
around
that.
here.
I got it. Next.
Torch. Oh, I understand. Sorry.
Yep. It was okay. There was plenty hot.
And here comes Steady Hand Oliver, folks. Look at him just working this sphere off the end of a shtick. Look at that. Beautiful.
All right, I'm going to flash it. We're going to do little tiny pupils.
Are those
Okay.
called the cornea, or what are those?
Those are the balls. The eyeballs themselves.
Yeah, Jake, you never heard of eyeballs?
Eyeballs are white.
I don't know. I thought mine were clear, but I guess they are white. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, folks.
I've been off the pipe for too long. I'm getting into some kind of weird talking mojo.
It's
Just right in the center. Yep, that's plenty big.
All you got to do is put it right in the center, Oliver.
Yep.
just do it
Nice.
perfect.
Beautiful. Wow, look at that guy. He looks lost until he gets his pupil, or whatever they call it. Could
Nice.
be some other word I've never heard of. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
All right, now what I need
Steady
to do,
hand,
Oliver, is
Oliver.
I
Give him
need
a
you
round
to
of applause.
heat that up for me with the torch so I can push it so the white eyeballs become round. If I press them in with my eyeball socketizer,
Oh,
Okay.
the socketizer.
That's
now, if
right.
you guys had to guess which one of these tools was the socketizer,
you bring that over here, Oliver, and I'll
There
just
it
work
is.
it here.
oh yeah.
Stop.
Everyone's quiet.
Watch it.
Ow.
Next. Did you hear him? Poor guy, he's crying.
Now,
Okay.
this is all in the love of Valentine's Day,
I'm
folks.
never gonna not
No
be able to
penguins
think
were
about
injured.
that now, Michelle.
So now, if I get can we get a little close up here of his eyes, literally bulging out like he's looking down the side of an icy iceberg, ready to jump?
Yes, we can.
There he is.
Let's take a look over here.
Oh,
Here I am.
I was pointing it at Michelle. I thought she was gonna look at it. See those eyes? Now they're round and tasty looking.
Yes, very tasty.
So the last thing I want to put on is the beak, guys, because I like it to be nice and sharp. And if I put it on now, then it ain't gonna happen. So Oliver, we're gonna do a pink bonnet. So will you bring me a bit like the size of those feet? Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you
a little
wanna-
smaller.
You doing like a flat one first and picking it up and then dropping a ball on it? How are we doing this?
Yeah, we'll put a flat one on and then we'll put a thing on it.
Okay.
Did anybody see that large chunk of glass in my boot? There's nothing more frustrating than walking around and scraping the floor with a shard of glass. But it's what you do for the live stream. Katrina, I hope you're having a beautiful night, and everyone else, let us know where you're watching from, what the deal is, if you've ever seen a glass penguin sculpted live on the internet before. This is a pretty special moment here. After the penguin here, we're gonna get into making a couple different pocket vases, a few different styles, and then we're gonna go from there.
And at some,
I don't know, is it?
yeah,
Marketing team? Pocket vase? Trademarked?
I do know that at some point Jake's gonna
Huh?
have to. He's gonna have to make me a solid heart for the belly of this bugger.
You want a 2-3
You got
coats?
one coat on there, the pink.
I got 2.
That's gonna be good.
Oh boy, double camera.
Double camera, are we gonna blow up?
Okay, heat that up, Ollie.
He says Oliver was the instructor when I took a class this past summer. It was the magic orb, which may be the meditation globe. I want to
Yeah.
come back and do happy hour, which is the create a mug class. She says.
Come back and take happy hour. It's a good time.
Happy hour is a blast.
I feel like happy hour is the class where we just are in full theatrics mode.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, folks, it's longer than an hour. It should be called happy hours.
We should call our monthly drinkware show Happy Hour. It's our virtual
Happy
happy
days.
hour.
Got the other one now.
Number dose coming on top. Look at him, he's flying. Or she.
I think it's just a penguin.
You're right. It might just be a penguin.
Well, there are male and female penguins, and they use their stomach fat and feathers and tufts to cover up their little babies on the iceberg.
On the berg.
I remember that part of Happy Feet.
I've got an idea and I want to know what you guys think about it. And maybe it's not the best in the middle of the penguin, but I'm still going for it. Remember how we talked about, since you guys were talking about happy hour, how we talked about having a mixologist here? You get a glass with your order, the recipe and the mixologist, they fill it, and then you wander over to the glass shop and watch glass blowing. This will be like an event. We could do an online version. Like we could send people all the mixers in their, you know what I mean, in the glass, and they could mix their own cocktail,
Like,
and then we could do live glass blowing.
I don't want to like necessarily relate to something else, but just from my understanding, like a glass mixology version of HelloFresh with like
Yes.
a live show attached to it.
Yes.
Keep that hot for me.
Absolutely.
Like here's the recipe, like how they do wine and cheese pairings, and they mail you the bottle of wine and the
Yep.
cheese and stuff, and then the person gets up and talks about it. If we had a mixologist being like, hey, I had Jake design this glass that holds this yada yada beverage, and the reason we made it thick or tall or wide is because the beverage inside it.
I'm all over it. I think it'd be amazing,
I
and it
think it'd be
depends
super
on,
fun.
you know.
And then we could do a little glass bling. Here's how that glass was made.
Not too hot now. Just
Yeah.
easy.
Right? And then you could have a set of two, so you guys are mixing your glass at home. We could send the ingredients, but then you go buy the vodka or whatever it is. I don't know. Put your feet up on the couch and watch.
Oh boy. I think Chris is sculpting the heart. This penguin's heart. This is an exterior heart, so this is no, the penguin probably has a regular heart, I would think, in his chest or their chest.
He's delivering this heart to somebody.
Ah.
It's gonna be like under his arm. He's gonna be like, "Let's go."
The Valentine's heart delivery. I understand. Let's see how Chris sculpts a heart here. A miniature heart. So he's got it sphere size. It's a little bit squashed like a disc, and he's going for the torch here. He's blasting it with the torch, folks. That's what he's doing. He's going for the superheat, being real careful not to burn anything. Super good.
Meanwhile, Oliver's babysitting. He's penguin sitting. very careful that he keeps that punty nice and hot. He's got an eye on the punty, making sure it's not getting clear. He wants to see a little yellow glow on that, but also respectful of Chris in the furnace there.
Oh, the cheek sculptor.
I'm coming close so you guys can hopefully hear me. I'm not on a mic. I'm sharing with Michelle tonight. But I saw the cutest penguin video today that I wanted to tell you guys about. Somebody had a penguin as their ring bearer in their wedding, and I saw it on
No
TikTok.
way. Just waddling through the
He
crowd.
just waddled through the crowd, and it was the cutest thing in the entire world.
And he didn't attack?
Jake, shop penguin.
Oh.
I
It
like
wouldn't
that.
mind the wintertime.
Wouldn't mind the wintertime.
We were just discussing at our weekly staff meal before the show here the possibilities of finally getting another cat in here. But Oliver is coming up with a pretty clever idea. Let's pass on the cat and go for a penguin. I like that, Oliver.
I mean,
Emperor, they're like 4 feet tall.
yeah, just be a buddy.
A good old friend.
Yeah.
All right, Oliver, I'll trade you. Be real gentle with that.
So Oliver, although he was talking and just cracking some jokes and whatnot, he also had this internal clock going because, especially with these flippers, it's a pretty solid penguin. It holds its heat fairly well. But those flippers and the edges of his
You're
His
gonna knock it off right on my
flippers.
table over here, Oliver. Go ahead.
and especially that tail, those pieces
You
will
ready for it
crack,
right
they'll
now?
explode,
Yeah,
they'll
no,
pop
I'll
right
take a
off of the
flash,
piece, and
but-
it won't be
Okay.
any good. So he's done a really good job of keeping that in a good equal temperature. What do you got, Bess?
Pam on YouTube, going back to what Michelle was talking about, made a good point. She said you have to be a licensed alcohol shipper in order to ship alcohol, but you could totally ship the mixers, and then everybody does a kind of, you could either use it as a mocktail or add your own liquor in afterwards.
Okay, Oliver.
Which
Knock
that
it
works
off.
perfectly fine because
You
as
just
a
wanna write on the
mocktail
copper?
situation, not
Right
everyone
on the
wants to be
copper
drinking.
with the punty mark down.
But also, people can pick whatever liquor they want. A lot of fancy drinks, and I've noticed this in the last class I took, drink making class.
It's got to be flipped around, yeah. There you go.
A lot of drinks, you can use multiple different liquors. Depends on what you like. Chris is
Sneaking your
blasting
shears back in here.
the crevice of this penguin. The timing of this is ridiculous. He's got the heart. He sticks it on there. It didn't slip out of the tweezers. It sat in there perfect. And remember, that's bright red. So I'll show you the red. And Katrina, we found something that worked incredible on top of the red, and it's the Adventurine. So this is a glittering red, beautiful heart.
Real quick, Chris, we're done with flat crimps, foot, eye socket. All these tools can go.
Yeah. And I'm gonna need a beak.
You got it.
Here's a fun fact from Mary on
Super
YouTube.
tiny.
Earthworms have 5 hearts.
What?
Earthworms.
Earthworms. Is that so that when you like accidentally step on one and it loses half of its body, it's still got 3 hearts to go? Sounds like a video game.
Okay, I'll take a.
I got you.
So it's getting
Orange,
a
like
little
3
more
coats.
involved in here where you see us talking over each other a little bit at a couple different moments because this is where it all really starts coming together. Probably in a minute here, I'll have to hand the camera off to either Bess or Michelle, and I'll hop in and give a hand sculpting the iceberg. But this is where,
Yeah.
I mean, after all this time you spent, it's like putting the handle on a mug. You've got all the color on there, you got the body on there, and you go for the final move. What do you need?
Berry mold.
I'll get it. You go for the final move, and if everything's not lined up perfect and your internal clock, like I was talking about with Oliver, isn't lined up perfect, it takes literally the touching of a tweezer to one small spot on the rest of the penguin that wasn't hot enough to crack the whole thing. So you really got to stay on top of your
same
game.
size as this for a flower on the hat after this.
And they may or may not need me here for the iceberg. I'm not sure, but it's good
You
to be
could
prepared.
start the iceberg up if you like.
Yeah?
You know how to make
With
it.
a little bit of the size 1 white swirled up real good.
Yes, please.
All
Let's
right.
do it, Ollie. This is the beak, guys. This is when he really becomes a penguin.
Penguino.
Stay.
I'm gonna take this to the furnace.
Very nice.
Speaking of Borat,
That's not what I was referencing. I just talked that way, Jake.
my good friend Carrie suggested a really cool app the other day that was allowing us to listen to music from all over the world, their local music channels. So we were listening to the local radio station in Kazakhstan.
What?
It was incredible. We went all over the globe.
And we heard about wild buffalo that got stolen on the news.
Yeah. And we heard about
Somebody had
the
their
lovers station in
water buffalo
Belarus.
stolen, and it was hot news on the station.
Dad, is that going to be enough?
Maybe. Sure.
A little more?
I think it'll be all right. Okay.
There's one coat, right?
Going for a little bit of a tasty adventuring flower on the hat, guys.
Love the berry mold.
Why don't I swap with you, Dad, and let you do this? Beautiful. Goopy. Ooh, that's a tender punny connection. So he's going to sculpt this up, and I believe in a moment then, Oliver, we'll need a punty.
I'm making
Not
an
now, but I'm just thinking ahead.
iceberg here, folks.
Why do you need a
For the iceberg
Because
you're
that's
talking?
just part of the iceberg. I just remember this is a 3-person process
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna punty the iceberg up. Yeah.
So when you got extremities on this penguin too, back to that internal clock that I was talking about with Oliver, because it's really important that you know what's going on. When you got these little thin flowers up on the hat here, the tip of the beak, tip of the flippers, and the rest of it's solid, if you take too much heat trying to be too comfortable and not let anything crack, all those tips will slowly start to shrink up and ball up and become not as prominent and designed as Chris made them. So in the assistant role, it's very important to me thinking about that and not messing up the work that the gaffer has put together up until this point. Beautiful berg, sculpted there.
And we use the recycled glass, guys. I don't know if Jake mentioned that, but the recycled glass makes, with some white, makes this thing look like ice.
I love the pink on top of the white. Next year we should do a bunch of different colors for people just to have some options. Looks really good. Oliver coming in hot with the Ponteal. It's a connection just like we got on the bottom of this penguin for the flip around, so you don't have to fix something completely up when you knock it off. It's a really delicate, tender connection that should just pop off really easy as the most delicate part in the whole piece.
Now, definitely, penguins don't have nearly as much activity in their blood like gnomes that jump off the pipe.
No, they don't jump like gnomes jump.
You can just flip that right over and give it to me, Oliver. And take that other one away.
So we got that flipped around now. He's torching just the tip of the
flipper?
bird. The flipper.
The penguin
of the
flipper?
Flipper, yeah. Right.
It's high action
Jake, spin it
here
with your other hand, would you, for a second?
at the Glass Academy. All right, I want to note what's happening here and how cool these products are. That later tonight, Bess is going to drop a link in the chat. Our membership is going to unveil February
Trade jig?
20th.
Flash the
And the
punny
cool thing about membership is you're going to see some of these items. You're going to hear interviews with us, how we designed this product, what we were thinking when we were making it, what was happening behind the scenes. Because sometimes we do these shows and like crazy things are happening. A train going by, that's pretty mellow, but sometimes there's other stuff going on.
We did already make a video of we're mid-sheep design, and after this we should go take a look at them. But we did, Oliver and I sat down mid-production run, took a breather, recorded about a 10-minute, 12-minute video for the VIPs, and that's going to be a part of this new membership, is the design process of the sheep.
Just the tip only, Heath.
All right.
That was really fun.
It was super cool. We were frustrated, but it grew on us. We made some serious progress on the sheep, and I'm going to get back to that in a second here. This is important.
Okay.
Can they
Grabbed him
do
right
it?
by the face.
Ow, that hurts my neck.
Flippers down. Look at that.
And he stuck the landing.
Flippers down.
Wow. It's a beautiful piece, and it's a lot of glass, folks. This is a heavy, solid piece. It sits on the shelf, real cozy.
Isn't Katrina in California too?
Couldn't tell you. I know I should know this, but I can't remember, and I can't say confidently.
Right. I just wonder if she's in a winter climate. Let's get you looking at it right side up.
I'm going to take a guess and say Katrina lives in Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Not quite. It's one of the middle states, actually.
So I want to just fold the flippers down a little bit so he looks like he's hanging on.
Probably a little extra security, too. Totally. Quiet chat means a lot of action, folks.
Pass that on. You didn't hear Beth said she can always tell when we're highly intensified watching something because the chat goes.
He's looking good.
Yeah, but let us know, you guys. Take a look at this right now. Let us know what you think of the custom Valentine's penguin. That's going to be a bright red. It's going to be a bright red heart in the crevice of that penguin's arm. So now the trick is, I mean, we talk about mugs, getting them off the pipe and potentially cracking a hole in the bottom. The trick here is getting this guy off of the pipe, getting him into the box, all at the right temperature, safe and sound.
We don't paddle this guy away, do we?
We
Loveth.
put him away with the gloves.
Going with the gloves. Just got a GA stamp him yet?
Yeah, right there.
Right there. Just a little extra torchy poo. See how he's flipping both sides because it's slumping still. I mean, it's getting more solid. We're worried about the temperature of it, but it's also still moving ever so slightly.
I like the posture and the way we got him leaning on there. I really like it. Check it out, you guys. He's kind of, he's kind of leaning a little bit.
Yeah, I like it too.
Got a little attitude, like I got my heart, I got my lover's heart under my arm.
And you see Oliver talking still about temperature control. It's everything Glasswing's all about. He's over here preheating these Kevlar gloves. And they don't pull a lot of heat out of material, but a little extra heat at the final moment on those gloves is super important to make sure. And if something happens and we can't get the door open and he's holding it for an extra 3-4 seconds, really important to make sure you got the heat you need to get that off of there. Beautiful break. Penguin's just taking a nap. Little torch on the bottom, and Oliver's coming in with the steady hand once again here. Going on the right side.
I'll stand him up if you want for you, Oliver.
Appreciate it.
There you go.
Nice.
And we're running. Oh, and we're safe.
Beautiful. 1,000 degrees. Nice work.
Chris, great job, man.
Beautiful
Yep,
piece.
so-
Beautiful piece.
Oliver just busted his
Flipper.
flipper on his first penguin. You did a nice job. Appreciate those tight bits. You got them the right size.
There we
Really
go.
nice.
Yes.
Let me get in this box real quick while we're here.
I think that was my
Katrina,
first time doing eyes.
congratulations. I know this is right
pretty
up
good.
your alley, though, coming up next week. Prototype and signature eggs, and we've got some drinkware coming up next week, and we can't show you anymore because that's next week's situation.
Jake, you're spoiling the end of the movie.
Would you like to take the camera, or you want me to do?
You can take it.
All right. Folks, if you haven't seen it already, in the e-news, you can vote for your favorite sheep and get entered for a chance to win. February 27th is going to begin the pre-orders of these design sheep. I'm going to walk briefly over to the left and show you how many we've made up until this point, which these are the 3 most recent, most tasty design styles. So just let us know in the chat if you wouldn't mind. Go to the e-news and you can vote on there as well if you're a part of our e-news channel.
Poll activated on the Facebook.
Beautiful. And Bess has a poll activated on Facebook. We realize most of you are on YouTube right now tonight, considering the circumstances of Facebook acting a little bit funky. But number 1, 2, and 3, legs, eyes, no feet. Let us know what your favorite is. Number 1, 2, and 3 in the chat. We're going to pull them together. I'm going to pass by Oliver here and check out real quick. Just want to show you guys where we're at right now. Look at that. That's a herd. That's all design herd right there. And there's more to come.
Who's shepherding those sheep?
Who is?
Who's shepherding those sheep?
That's a great question. We probably need someone in here to do that kind of thing. All right.
You want me to get on the camera for a little bit, Jake, and you can get busy on the next one? You want
Potentially, yeah. What are we working on now? We're going to go, I mean, we got the table already figured out. Those are all, oh yeah, a large pocket vase.
That's right.
You want to go right into the larger one, or you want to switch it up
Should we
real
get a
quick
warmer
before-
upper first?
Make a mini
A
one.
regular sized one?
Yeah, you could. You could make a regular size one, and then I could go for the jumbo.
Make a mini one, like that tall, only for a single blade of grass.
That's pretty adorable. That would be cute. I think we should try our color pattern we were talking about here, Oliver. We're going to pick up these 4 pieces of dense bar color, swirl them up real good, drop them onto a blowpipe, gather over it, blow it out into a one-of-a-kind pocket vase.
This is the big one?
This is the small one.
All right.
I mean, this could be the big one, though. It's a lot of color.
Yeah, I would do a small one.
Let's just do 2 larger ones, and we can do that one as a cool larger one with a bunch of color, and the second one we could do the heart idea we were talking about.
I think I just heard somebody through the typing of the keys say, how much annealing space do we have?
We got enough annealing
Bess,
space.
you're so wise.
Well, Chris, real quick before we get into this, ballpark it for me? How big's a big pocket vase to you?
Well, I was describing earlier, I was kind of thinking like if I did want to put some type of like shrubbery or something inside of it, or
So you were
It would
talking
be-
about an aquarium,
I was thinking maybe like the size of a pillowcase.
a pillowcase. We couldn't put that in that annealer if it was
Fill it
empty.
up with water and put a beta fish in it.
Yeah.
It could be a pocket aquarium.
I'll get us started here.
All right.
And we'll go with a size that's going to be quite appropriate for the annealing oven. Here's a little bit of clear glass. This is going to be like glue. I'm going to go pick up these 4 chunks of super dense, transparent color with 1 opaque color. We've got it on our hot plate here. Take notes, glass blowers. We got this thing figured out. And then we got 4 beautiful colors on the end of the pipe. Now, I'm gonna melt them in, and I'm gonna let Oliver probably take this one over, or Chris.
I'll do it.
Chris
I
has
got,
got
it
it.
here. I just checked it on the comments real quick.
Oh, they're gonna
Sorry,
fight
Oliver.
over it.
Sorry, I already got it. Here, see if we can do 4 hands on this.
That sounds fun.
Watch this close up, you guys.
Whoa, the Valentine's
I don't know,
special.
just giving him a little power here. There you
This
go.
season.
Meanwhile,
You know, Chris, I really do appreciate that joke. I want you to know that I did that to Matt on a Wednesday last week, and he really got caught off guard by that.
Hey, you know, men have feelings too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're not all just rough and tough.
see how I let that drip all the way back on the pipe. I'm going to push it forward, and this is going to be a really cool shot of the way a bubble is introduced into the glass. Is it there? I was trying to miss the microphone, so I might not have hit it right. Nothing?
So, Jake, we're good with the idea to swirl this all up, right?
Might be a clogged pipe. Yes. Give it the super swirler. The idea behind that, folks, is I got a super thin layer of clear on the tip of this pipe. And I'm going to blow right through that tip of clear so that the pipe is still hollow, but it's got some clear glass on there. I don't really like bar color sticking right to the metal because then it'll dribble off onto the next piece that we have as leftover on the pipe.
Is there, Jake, ever an opportunity for you to blow so hard in the blowpipe that the glass could actually projectiling fly off the end of the blowpipe?
I'm not sure. I'm just not sure, but I am sure that we have a clogged blowpipe here. I'm working through it.
Somebody asked a very important question in the chat. How many espressos has Chris had today?
That's a good one.
You guys, just on the
There it
topic
is.
of having espressos, I did have 4 cups of coffee or so this morning, and then right around like 1 o'clock or so, 1:30, I had a super big shot of espresso, and then I went upstairs to do something calm and relaxing, and it was sort
This is
through
it.
my American Express bills on QuickBooks, and I couldn't even sit in my chair. I almost had a breakdown. It was pretty tragic.
That's serious.
So I did swear to myself that I was never going to do afternoon espressos again.
For
But-
this week?
Yeah, but tomorrow's a different day. One day at a time when it comes to espresso.
Check that out, buddy.
Yeah, that's why I freaked
That
out. I
looks
came
gorgeous.
downstairs and I think I was frothing at the
All
mouth.
blown out and beautiful.
I told myself that I would only have 1 espresso. We got the new machine at home. We got a new espresso machine. My buddy I live with and I split it. And, you know, now we got the vanilla ice cream at home and we got the frother going and everything. And it's just honestly too fun to have in the kitchen. And my poor friend works from home.
So he's doing them all day long.
He's doing them all day long. You guys have an espresso machine? Do you like espresso? And if you do, what kind of drink do you drink? Let me get it, Oliver.
We found an
Put it in the
old
chat,
video of our kitchen, and Jake was, I think he was in a diaper. He was like that little, and he was in the kitchen, and he had a chair, and he was pushing the chair across the kitchen floor, and he pushed up against the counter, and he climbed up on the chair, and he got up by the espresso machine, and he was trying to stuff the handle on the espresso machine to make it work. You were totally into it.
I don't remember that.
Yo, you were like 2, 1.5.
I need that pick-me-up.
every time I'd make an espresso, you'd just be there like staring at it, watching the stuff come out of it, like start trickling out, and you're just looking at it. Like, I'm sorry, and I'd pour a little bit of water or something inside a cup and give it to you. It's not good to give full shots of espresso to a
2-year-old
baby that's 1.5 years old, folks.
What do you
gotta
think, Bess?
you just put a little on your finger and you stick it in his mouth and let him teeth on it when he's lost his teeth.
Jody
Anyway.
has a great comment.
Anyways,
Sweet.
What's going on, Bess?
So, Jody says, I was in such a panic yesterday thinking I was 30 minutes late getting onto the show.
Yesterday?
I honestly, yesterday, also thought it was Tuesday. I almost drove here.
What?
I don't know what it was. There were like a couple people in the comments on the Addicts page that we all thought the show was happening like yesterday.
Interesting.
But I almost drove here, and then I realized that it was not Tuesday. I know.
Well, we're glad you're all here today on the true Tuesday evening.
That's right.
We do it every week. Maybe it's the repetition that got to your guys' head. Check that out.
So what colors are all in that?
You tell me, Oliver.
Well, we got white, and then we got dark,
I think there's
and
a
less
blue.
dark.
I think there might be a.
And that's magenta.
Another one.
And that's orange on the pipe.
We're gonna see. We're gonna take a look at it.
Pammy Hughes says if you're going to be having affogatos at 8 in the morning and then all day long, you're going to have a spare tire action going on.
Spare tire. It's true. That comes all the way back to what I was beginning to say in the very beginning, which is I'm limiting myself to one a day.
I want to let everyone know that Jake and I were talking about doing a pocket vase in this style, and we knew we needed some bar color, so I checked our spare bin where we just have some leftover chunks that was going to be the perfect size. And blue, purple, black, and green, when they're in bar color form, all look the exact same, and they all look black.
Yeah.
And I tried to hold it up to the light to see what color this piece was, and I just couldn't tell. It just still looked black. So I went up to Jake and I said, hey man, there's a piece of white and there's a piece of purple, green, blue, black. And I think we could do something with it.
And we're doing something with it. We're going to see what it looks like.
I'm thinking it's blue.
There's some good things about this type of process with color, guys, and there's one bad thing. I'll tell you the good thing first. The good thing is that this pocket vase is going to be one of a kind, and it's going to be super tasty because these guys hand-picked the colors out. The only bad thing about it is that if somebody was like, I want one of those too, that same color pattern, impossible. This is one of a kind, and it is literally the only one that's going to be made like this with this color pattern. So there is no reproducing a color pattern like this.
Sure is looking cool, though.
Sure is. Look at that.
Looking super cool.
Now, this is a larger one. It's probably about twice as big as the other ones at this point. It's going to get a little bit bigger. We're going to, now it's encased in clear, so we don't need a Maurice on the bottom at all. So I'm going to pull out with a little bit of cabbage. If I can get some cabbage.
Pull out a little bit of cabbage?
Yeah, just right at the end of the pipe.
Okay, yeah.
Just a little bit of cabbage.
One of the things I want to talk about these pocket vases, I do know that I saw that they are on the featured table tonight. You can put water in them, you guys, when they're hanging on your wall and just put trimmings in them. Or you can actually put dirt in them and grow plants in there for a longer period of time until they're mature and adult plants.
Would you give me a light puff, Oliver?
So they're kind of the perfect plant starter.
Beautiful.
Pocket. I love that color pattern, you guys. It's looking
really good. So one and doneer, folks. This one's going to be for sale. We didn't put the reeds up for sale because we need to assess the situation on those. The reeds, the percola reeds.
We didn't want to put those for sale?
I don't know. I didn't make the call on that one. But we can make that call if we need to make the call. And
we want to put the reeds for sale?
313-561-4527. That's the Glass Academy's phone, folks. And we'll talk to you soon. That's all I got to say about that.
I kind of thought we sold everything we made.
Who does?
Dave.
Dave. What up, Dave?
Dave says, Jacob, how old were you when you realized you couldn't believe everything Chris said?
Now that's a good question. I was waiting for the when you started blowing glass. That's a good question.
No, I think it was probably when he got the ability to deke me on the hockey rink.
That might have been it. That might have been
and
it.
I had to resort to putting him into the boards instead of getting the puck from him.
Where did the pink come from on this? Look at how nice that looks.
That looks so cool.
That was the pink.
I think it might be
must have been the pink.
Purple
Could have been the pink.
over white.
Could have been the magenta over white.
Can anybody see the pillow symbology? That's a Glass Academy word, symbology.
That's because this is a vessel for your plants to rest in.
I like it, Oliver.
Thanks, Bess.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of this bonus extra color over here. I can see the thickness of what's going on.
I'll take it.
Now the cool thing with these pocket vases, I'm gonna let you heat it for a second, Oliver, is that you don't need to trim it. That was pretty thick, but I'm not gonna trim it. The beauty of these is that those got flowers in them, so you can't really tell, but all the lips are a little bit wonky, so there's kind of a higher side on the back or a lower side, and they're natural and flowing and really cool. But then you're gonna see the timing and the way that these come together with the bit on the back and a little bit of copper. It's a really precise process. Yeah, that's got a little edge there. That's the beauty of nature right there, and it's gonna flow beautifully with your plants coming out of the top of that.
It's Pammy Hughes' birthday.
What the?
Happy
In
birthday.
the future.
Yeah, because she's
In the
over in
future.
Wednesday?
Yeah, so over there
Thanks, Oliver.
is tomorrow, and it's her birthday.
Where is over there for those of you guys that don't know? It's Australia, right?
Yeah.
This size J, are we
They pay me.
going to use our standard?
Let's use the big boy. I know we got a few of those. Are you talking about the copper ring? Yeah, let's go for the bigger one of the two. There should be down underneath there. Down under, as they say.
You got all that Australian stuff on your mind, don't you?
Yeah.
Morgan had a question for me.
Oh.
Morgan says, Bess, do you hate Mondays that much that you just wanted to skip it? Honestly, no, I love my Mondays,
Me
which is
too.
really weird. But I play in a competitive volleyball league on Monday nights, so I actually look forward to Mondays, and then I have
Yes.
bowling league right after. So, no, I don't hate Mondays. I just, my week was thrown off, and I don't know what I was doing. So
There
I'm
was some
glad I
mojo in the air.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't miss the things I was supposed to be at, which is good. Helps that I'm in group texts reminding me to show up to things.
Right.
But yeah, no, I don't hate Mondays. It was just
Are you
a
ready for your
weird day
bit?
for me,
I'm
honestly.
ready.
Oh, easily. Really fine.
This is where I'm picking the front side and the back side.
I'm using my fingertips, but I don't keep them long enough that it affects me playing. So
You don't want to pop the ball. You know, if it came at you hard enough, you just stuck your fingers straight
Stick my
out.
fingers out?
It could pop it. It's
I could.
deflated, hanging on your hand.
stick my finger right through it. Yeah, I play volleyball twice a week, and I haven't had any problems.
I don't know either.
Alright, this is the secret sauce to the Glass Academy. Since we do have a lot of customers watching, we're glass.
Oh, you guys caught me working hard over here.
Bam, ba, ba, bam.
I was just chilling like a villain. They're doing a secret technique that we can't show you guys. We actually have had
we
a
got
few
it.
glass blowers call us and say, could you do me a favor? Could you send me a video of how you guys make that piece? Because we really want to make them. And we were like, static, can't hear you, I gotta go.
We do love sharing the mojo, baby.
And Sharon watch.
And Sharon watch. We got a lot of process videos on our website. There's some things, though, that just go on so clean and look so tasty. You know where they came from. It's the GA with our Stiz amp right there. This is a really cool piece. So this one's going to be for sale. We're going to get it in the box. We're going to get it safe and sound. The beauty is that having clear on this, and I'm actually noticing the pocket vases looking really incredible, the larger ones, when they're encased, because the little feet that come out are clear like this on the bottom, and you can see the outline of where the color is on the inside. But that also allows us to just knock it off and really torch it hard on the bottom. We're not going to burn any of the color. We're going to get it nice and smooth like butter,
Perfect.
and then we're going to take it right away.
Was wondering if I could get a favor from Bess here. We got someone on the YouTube comments asking, how do I buy this? Do you want to tell them how you buy that? And
Lay
can
it
you
down.
give any pointers for being faster than some of the veterans?
Yeah, absolutely. So on our website,
I'll let you torch.
this will be going up for sale as soon as it makes it safely into the annealer. I have to kind of put all the info into our website, and then it goes live for sale. But on our website, which is glassacademy.com, If you look at that top menu area that says the gathering point, go ahead and click on the gathering point, and you're going to click on shop items featured on the show. That is going to take you to a page that has a couple different options here. Right now, when you go there, it's going to look like it says sold out. It says as seen on the Gathering Point live show, number 253, and it says sold out and that the item was $100,000. That is just our template. Don't worry. As soon as this goes live, if you refresh your page, that will show the item there. Now, we're not going to have a picture of it because it's a fresh, brand spanking new piece and it's in the annealer. So it's just going to have a name with a price on it, and then you'll be able to purchase it there. Now, because it is a one and done piece, you got to have some fast fingers. I know some people just keep that page open. I will also post the link to it in the comments and mention it to you guys when it's live, but there are some regulars who just kind of troll on that page and keep refreshing and wait for that to come up.
The trollers.
Yep, so I suggest to keep that page open, and then as soon as it's available, it'll be up there, so just kind of keep your eye and refresh. Absolutely. So everything that Michelle is showing you guys right now, that is also on that Gathering Point page. It's just the first listing that says 253 Gathering Point. These are items that we still have available. Nothing is sold out yet. We do have some low stock of some of them, but nothing is fully sold out yet. There were originally for each piece 6 available of each item. So if you like anything here, these are things that we typically don't have in our gallery or things that we won't typically put on our website. So this is kind of your special opportunity to be able to get these pieces right now. So go ahead and check that out. Michelle right now is showing you guys our giveaway question for the week, which is what should we name our spring show? It's traditionally been called the Spring Extravaganza, but we do want to kind of update that, be inclusive of our other spring products as well. So go ahead and send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com. I will put that up as they're making the giveaway item on the screen like I always do, but in the meantime, if you'd like to start answering that, feel free. She also just showed you the giveaway piece that will be given away this week. We're not quite up to that yet, but we will be soon. That being said, the piece that she showed you guys was made on last week's show. Gonna get given away totally for free this week. If they're local, totally free. If you are not local, then all you have to do is pay shipping and you can get a really cool sweet piece.
Did we announce our giveaway here, or are we going to wait for one more piece?
We're still waiting for one more, unless it's up to you.
One more piece. I think we got a good idea of what's coming up next. We'll do this, and then we'll make next week's giveaway.
Perfect.
But this is just a beauty, and someone got real lucky. We're going to make this next piece here. It's going to be a collaboration between all of us. Chris is going to be making the pocket vase. We're going to be applying a little something in theme of the evening to the front side of this piece. There'll be a penguin jammed right into the front of this pocket vase.
A mini penguin?
Yeah.
You said there's going to be a penguin jammed right in the front?
That's right.
I like that idea.
Head first? Beak first?
Depends.
Like he crashed into it, sliding down the mountain too fast.
Exactly. So I do want everybody to know that this is the very first pocket vase I've ever made.
The first one.
Very first. So, hey, just like somebody said the other day, they had the very first gnome I ever made. Somebody could get this very first pocket vase I've ever made. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to make another one. Unless it's big.
Where does that interest come from for you, Chris?
What?
There's kind of this trend with you doing big stuff.
No, not really. I just, like doing something substantial.
Just doing a little bit bigger. Like, do you just like having a little bit more heat base, or do you like the size factor to it?
I just like it. You know?
You just like it.
Yeah,
you
that's it.
feel it. You measure the glass you gather with your heart.
That's right. Especially around Valentine's Day.
I hear that.
All right, folks. Now that everyone's had their moment of silence, I'm here to discuss the situation.
What's going on,
All
man?
right, I was just putting my thoughts together. Jeez.
Tell me about it.
What is the situation?
The situation. Well, the pocket vase is going to be up on the website in a minute. We were discussing those reeds and whether we can make them for sale or not on the show here. And there's a couple of different things to be thought about. First off, it's the first time we've done reeds like that. They're in the box. They're good to go as far as we know. The second thing is we got to have a rebar, and we have rebar for sale online.
We do?
Yep.
So people can't just buy a dowel rod for 29 cents at the hardware store and put it in their yard?
They can do that too if they want to do
I'm
that.
saying we don't want to be shipping like plate steel across the country for no reason.
Right. So if they wanted to buy it and get it shipped, they could.
They
But
just don't come with a rod.
so this is the exact reason that we're not putting it up for sale, folks. We also don't have boxes for something this long and super paper thin, and we don't know what the price of that's going to be to get something shipped like that, so we're going to figure that out later.
I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them in my neighbor's backyard for the heck of it.
All right, there you go, folks. Chris fell in love with them, and that's going to be the plan.
Chris is going to personally deliver them across the country, and he's
Chip,
bringing
you
the
can have them
rebar.
for free.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Chris is going for an encased one too. He's going large, and it looks like he got a super switchbacker on there with some adventurine as well, and pink, I believe it was. So another encased pocket base here. It's going to have the sweet glassy outer exterior situation going on. We're going to have to recharge our clear furnace tonight. It's getting pretty low. Typically Wednesdays is our power production day, which means that we put a lot of work in. It's an 8 to 4 day of work in here where the main focus is blowing glass. And so if we came in and you had to dive, I don't know if you guys could tell how deep Chris was diving into there, but a full day of production would drop that tank even further, and it slows down your working time when you've got to cool down the pipe every piece that you do like that. It's a lot harder to get the amount of glass you want and have the glass at the temperature that you want. So after the show here tonight, we're going to kind of take our time cleaning up. We're going to stick around a little bit longer and fill up that clear furnace right up to the top if possible.
You got me thinking about it, Jay, because tomorrow is our big production day. It's going to be the first time in a little while now that we've had all three of the young guns in the shop at once, because Matt's been gone for a little bit on vacay.
Matt had a little weekend vacation, so it's been 5 or 6 days or so or something like that. It was good timing with the weekend. Oliver and I got to spend some time teaching together. We had another friend of ours come in and potentially wants to do some teaching hours here at the shop, maybe a little production. But it's true, it's going to be nice to have the three of us together, get the music bumping, and get to making. We're going to be having orders from tonight's show that we're going to make. You know, if we've got multiples, say we sold all 6 of number 10, the green pocket vase, then we're going to have about 4 or 5 of them to recreate tomorrow, each in their own style. I mean, the same style, but handmade and having their own little bit of mojo. And then those will ship out on Thursday. But we'll see what else we get into.
You guys that the pocket vase is live, but someone with fast fingers has already snagged it.
So that's just about as fast as it goes, folks. We didn't even get the notification. I really wonder how that happens. If they're just there, they probably have a second screen up, and they've got an auto refresher. They got an AI robot probably working it, just keeping it going for them all night.
Yeah, possible. I don't know that this person in particular has an AI robot, but I was actually surprised.
You think they got one of those birds that come down and pick up the water, but it's just on the mouse?
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Possible.
I will say, folks, whenever you place an order online, whether it's one of the products here or whether it's anything else on our website or whether you're even just submitting a donation or buying a gift card, there's always the notes section, and 90% of our orders get printed out and then get shredded and put into your packing material. We're making the transfer to that station right now for full recycle and reusage here at the studio. But what I'm saying is every time you print out the order, in the top right corner, there's the note section. So if you guys have any special comments, it doesn't have to be relating to the product at all. If you want to tell Oliver his face looks really good all shaven like that, you could put that in the top corner and we will look at it, and it'll probably pass around from employee to employee.
I want you to know that before Kayla and I went shopping yesterday, and before we did that, I shaved, and I came out after like shaving and showering, and she just looked at me and goes, "Put it back,
Cap it." Put it back. If only it were that easy.
That's what I said.
Look at the beauty of the tapering of that spiral pattern. It looks super nice.
Can you mention who designed this product?
I can mention who designed this product. Someone's looking for a little recognition here.
Rope you in. I might not be making it.
Yes, and you guys may have remembered when we did this. You got a little chunk on the side here. I'll get it. Yeah,
Give it a puff.
I don't remember if we designed this on the experimental show or if this was designed on the live show here, but this was Michelle and many of us getting involved in putting this together from design to production.
I remember inventing this piece.
Oh boy. Michelle's got no microphone. There's a crowd.
And Chris just got kicked to the head.
Good question.
Yes,
It says, do the blowpipes get clogged, and when they do, how do you clear them?
they do. I had a clogged pipe earlier. I was trying to show you guys that bubble pop out, and I couldn't do it, so I had to keep reheating the glass. And the deeper, you don't want to do it for the sake of the life of the pipe, but the deeper you get the heat onto the pipe and the harder you put the air into there, the more chance there is for it to pop out that bubble. That's typically how you do it. There could be a really deep pipe that you got to stick some hot wire down in there and snake it out, but usually it'll just blow itself out of there.
Do you ever flatten the side of
say.
yours, Shake?
I do flatten one side sometimes, yep. What was I gonna say? I don't know, but do you want me to
What were
make
you
a
gonna
heart?
say? We're definitely putting a heart in the middle of this thing, so get on it.
All right. That's looking beautiful. Man, I had something good to say, but whatever.
You bringing me my punty, Oliver?
Oh, we gotta put a heart on this.
Well, after.
After we punny it up?
This is gonna be the puffiest, tastiest, most adorable
Ball
heart.
red, or what are you making it, pink?
Pink with aventurine,
Nice.
or should I go red? Switch it up.
I think red.
I agree with you. Because we got pink in the body. This is a
1
Valentine's
foot up,
super
Oliver.
special.
1 foot up. All right, good.
Beautiful.
Robin said she was disappointed
hand.
she missed out on that pocket vase because her husband distracted her at the wrong time.
Jeff. For those of you that have gotten anything shipped from us, folks, Robin Carson, the shipping queen, we actually have her crown now represented in the gallery. Give that one a deep one just to make sure those tips are cute. She's a champion. Jeff, her husband's a champion. Her whole family's a bunch of champions.
They're so much fun.
So much fun. Yeah, and Jeff saved her from buying that pocket vase. I'm curious who got that one.
I didn't hear the first comment. What did Jeff do now?
Distracted her in the moment of purchase.
Oh. Jeff, you're going to be in trouble, man.
You can have the bench, Jake.
Thank you. I should only need it for one moment here. I'm gonna get a good soak on this, and I'm gonna sculpt this heart in 1, 2, and 3.
Jake, keep in mind, this is a jumbo-sized pocket vase, so we want this heart to be about the size of 2 grains of rice.
2 grains of rice. All right, I can do this.
And is it more, do you want the top of the pocket vase thicker or thinner? Should I trim it or leave it thick?
I usually leave it as it is.
Durability?
Yeah. It's a little different on working on this scale. The last one I wondered the same thing, but look at that. Can you guys see the glitter?
Is that matching glitter to our switchback pattern?
Yes. Double switchback super glitter. And I'll just kind of open it lightly and then swing it and it'll ovalize. It'll get real ovular.
Will that be when it cools down?
It seems as it's 2 of our most expensive colors, the colors that gold makes when you melt it into silica glass, silica sand. And that is a pink and adventurine glitter on the body there. And then this one is going to be a deep, beautiful heart red with the same adventurine spots on top. This is a nice little heart, and these would be really cute to just hold on to and just play with in your hands.
It's a pocket heart. Take it with you.
Pocket heart. This could also be,
Once I put the heart on it, I'm going to have you put the secret application on it.
Applicator.
So secret that I don't even know how it goes on.
What I was going to say is back to our VIP membership, which you guys can now. Did that link ever get up? Did people sign up?
We're going to talk about it.
Okay, well then I'll pre-talk about it a little bit now and say that you can pre-sign up for the membership, get your name on the list for when it goes and is debuted on the 20th of February this month. But we've got a really cool couple of ideas for collectible items that you're going to be getting over the course of your membership. And the longer you're with the membership, the more you build up. And this, members only, not for sale. Yeah, it's an exclusive item to the membership. And this could be a really cool one too. Just start making colored collectible hearts. Or maybe we want to make these for sale to people. I don't know. They look fun.
Toys in their pocket or something like smooth. I know some people have like a smooth stone or something like that.
Like a fidgeter?
Yeah.
Fidget toys?
Yeah, there you
Oliver,
go.
would you
Sounds
grab
got
and
one.
preheat the claw, the grabbers?
I have a one of the color
It's gonna be the one?
Yeah, I'll flash it and we can go for it.
in my
Okay.
apron, and I just fidget with it.
So Oliver's got our beautiful tool here, the Raptor Claw.
Looks like.
You know, you could find that in the prehistoric times.
We got this one from the set of Jurassic Park, the second one.
Yep. Found it on an auction. But this heart is slippery. These hearts are slippery and they get away from you real fast. So as soon as I knock this off, the timing's going to be important that Chris goes right for it with the claw, grabs it, sticks it, and makes it real nice. And I'm going to try and get it lined up for him the correct manner here. It's going to be like that.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh. Beautiful.
You had me nervous.
Me
but
too. That thing
me
was
too.
hanging on by one thread.
Thought you'd go around the tip and then get one right in the cheeks.
Yeah. The crevice grabber. But anyway, that went in just perfect, folks. It looks really good. He preheated it, not to the point that the glass was bubbling, but just that it was sagging, and hot glass will stick to hot glass. They're perfectly fused together, and you can see that perfect connection because it's completely transparent. You look at it from the side. I mean, that is just a ridiculous, well-crafted piece.
I really love how the organicness of the top of the vase, when you leave it thicker, pulls out.
Totally.
Super nice.
And it's very pillowcase-ish.
How
Yes,
about
it is.
a GA stamp?
I'll
Or does
finish
that
up
go
the
onto
loop.
that?
Yep.
All right, it's yours. I'm going to let you take it right now.
All right. I've got it, folks. It's always a strange thing taking over someone's piece because you don't know the timing and you don't know the heat built up and where it all is. After a certain point, you lose the visual color of what's going on.
Are we big looping it or are we freestyling?
We're gonna hit one of
Okay.
those on there. Now, I'm gonna take one more flash and I'll be ready for you.
That's a pretty looking piece.
What's that now? Michelle's just warning me. She's gonna look the other way. It's a quick move, but it's an important one. It takes a steady hand and an on-point assistant. And this thing is really blinging. It's like, completo. That's good.
Very nice, very nice.
Incredible. And it took a long time. And I mean, even with little things, we talk about, we're going to debut it on the VIP membership, the design of the sheep. But even smaller things, I mean, just this connection here on the top took a very long time to get right. We made a lot of these. They were working good. It was working just fine. But to get it to the point where it's real clean connected and the stamp, there's no copper behind the stamp, so you can see the true full visibility of the GA logo. That only happened until this year, and that's part of the reason we redesigned the website ones and we're debuting them with you guys tonight, because they're super clean.
I actually love that piece. I love them that size.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think
big
that
one.
looks
That's like
really
3
good.
times the size of the other ones.
You gotta try it with flowers.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, I really like it.
I mean, it'd be cool to put like a bunch of diamonds in there.
Whoa.
You just fill it up with diamonds?
My diamond satchel.
Anyone want to donate to get
All right.
Do it to it.
Typically, I knock it on its face. I don't know
Did
about
you get
the
a good
heart.
look at it, Shell?
Cleaning the area.
I'm the area cleaner. I got it.
Use the grabber.
Just getting
Yeah, I
in that
guess.
punty mark all melted in, making sure there's no sharp edges on it, making sure it's safe for handling. It's all good to go. Do I need to give this a little flip around special?
I think he's gonna handle it here. Just keep an eye on that hot portion.
There we go. The man on the move.
Yep. And that box is loaded, and that last one, whoever got it, is looking amazing in there. Katrina, your penguin's ridiculous. And that's a beautiful piece right there, too. That was tight. That was really tight.
Good job, Chris.
Right.
Do a little
Going
bit
to
of
best.
housekeeping.
We got a couple minutes, and we're going to make a pocket vase for the giveaway.
Things. One, that pocket vase is already live. I have some fast fingers right now, so good luck to whoever wants to go snag that, but it is live on the website and available. Membership. I know Jake was already talking to you guys about that, and Michelle and I will have to kind of pass a mic back and forth if she has anything to add. I'm going to put the link in the comments for you guys on both Facebook and on YouTube. I know a lot more of you are on YouTube right now, but I'm going to put that link in the comments when I am done talking through my housekeeping, and that is going to be a way for you guys to get on our list for our new membership. Now, side note, the verbiage on there might seem a little bit funky. It's just a beta version of the website right now, so ignore the verbiage if it seems like it's not for a membership. There is a big green button at the bottom that says get on the list. Click the button. It is for you to get first dibs to get on that new membership list. I had to make sure my mic was on for a second, sorry. Click that green button that says get on the list. It's going to be a great way for you to get on that list, to kind of be able to sign up for membership and know what's going on. We put out that beta version right now with that funky verbiage just because we didn't want to miss this opportunity to be able to talk about it with you guys tonight. So like I said, ignore if it looks a little funky, just go ahead and click your button and you're going to be good. So I'll get that link in the comments for you guys on both Facebook and YouTube when I'm done housekeeping here. I've got one giveaway for tonight, and it is for this beautiful Valentine's themed rocks glass with the heart in the bottom. Matches my nails. But our giveaway question last week, we got a lot of questions or a lot of answers again, but was it about the weather?
It might be at the top of the, yeah, it was kind of like in your area.
Okay.
Sometimes it's at the top of the sheet.
Okay.
This might be in the way.
So it says, what is the weather like in your area that you live in? Is it normal this year? Is it unusual? Do you have more snow or more rain? Is it warm weather? Since you guys are all around the country, we kind of like to see what's going on wherever you guys are at.
We love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we've got our people in Michigan, which honestly, I feel like we've had a little bit, and I'm maybe
Careful.
jinxing myself.
Careful.
Gotta find some wood. Have a little bit milder winter.
Nice. It feels like it's not even winter yet. It feels like we've like hit springtime and it's mid-February.
I know. I keep feeling like it's supposed to be coming, and then I was actually just talking to a friend about this yesterday, but I was like, oh yeah, so when spring hits in like April or May, and they're like, no, spring hits in March. Like we only have like a month and a half left of this. So it's crazy. And a lot of people in our answers mentioned that as well. We've got people who are in Pennsylvania, in Chicago. We've got somebody from the Philippines that answered, which is super cool. And I'll read that for you guys. It says, my country unfortunately only has 2 seasons, sunny and rainy or dry and wet. You only need one thing to protect yourself from both the sun and the rain, and that is a good old umbrella. Boring weather it may seem to you, but for my country, it's for the warm smiles and great hospitality our people offer.
Woo!
So, pretty cool. Love that. I'm flipping through a lot of pages, you guys. You guys can see how many people enter. And again, totally randomized. So keep it up. We love it. We love reading what you guys have to say. We do read them, I promise. Your name gets totally randomized and put on a wheel that Donna spins. And so our winner is picked from that. So, drum roll please, all you guys in the comments. Congratulations to our winner of this lovely rocks glass, Dawn Grates.
What?
So congratulations, Dawn. I know you are local, but Donna is going to email you and send you an email. If you want it shipped, great, you can pay for shipping. And if not, you know where to find us and you can come pick up your piece. But congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and get that link posted for you guys. I know that the guys are going to go ahead and get started on our giveaway piece for this week. Our question for that is, what should we name our spring show? Like I said, it's typically called our spring extravaganza, but we want it to be a little bit more inclusive of all of our other spring products. So go ahead, send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com. I'm going to get that on the screen for you guys in just a second, as well as the membership link in the comments.
Oh, yeah. Give her a round of applause with the housekeeping especial. Incredible work.
Best keeps our brains organized.
And congrats to, did we reveal who got the giveaway? Dawn. Congrats.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. Super cool. And the tweezers are once again gone.
Yeah, we want you to
I think we
search
got
for
3
'em.
pair up at the knockoff station. What's going on? Thanks, Oliver.
We had a question come through on YouTube, Jake.
Oh?
Someone wanted to know, if a pipe gets clogged, how do we unclog it? Is there a secret method?
Forgot about it, and the pipe's over there melting. You get up, go take care of it.
There you go, folks. That's how
I'll
it's
bring
done.
it over and blow it out right in front of you.
Yeah,
Chuck.
you guys are going to see. We got a clog going right over there.
You get super hot.
Jesus. Look at that expansion.
I didn't even know that happened. That's probably where the question came from.
Yeah, heard us whispering about it.
And then you take the tweezers and you pull that gunk
The special tweezers we left at knockoff.
One of those pair.
Right out of the core. It looks like a... Wow.
We do have 2 questions, which I'm going to be honest, I don't know the answer to one of them, and I don't know if you guys do.
Can I, before we get into this real quick, just so
Yeah.
people know what we're doing the giveaway right now. There's purple and gold on it. We're doing a pocket vase. Oliver's going to make a puffy heart for the front of it. And as we answer this question, we're going to continue with this and that.
Perfect. So first question is, will we need to cancel the current YouTube membership, or will that automatically discontinue?
Yep, you'll need to cancel that one.
Second question is, what exactly is the membership in quotes?
We're going to send all that info.
I'm going to pass the mic to Michelle here real quick.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more info on it. If you sign up, did you guys put that up on the...
Yeah, Bess is putting it up right now. So we have 2 levels. One's an $8 membership and one's a $48 membership. Instantly, when you sign up on February 20th, when it goes live, you'll get a gift in the mail at both levels. Each level has different perks and abilities. We are still fleshing some of those out, because one of them that I just came up with last night, I'm going to do at the $48 level, is a member focus. I met a woman this weekend. She was the sweetest lady ever, and told me why she buys a Glass Academy product, how long she's been shopping here, and who she buys for. And I just thought it was a fantastic story. And you guys as members have all kinds of interesting things that you share with us, why you follow us. And so we want to have a member spotlight. So that'll be in the $48 level. Every level is going to have coupons, special swag. I will tell you the $48 level is going to have some prototype products that we do not sell in the store.
That's good.
And it's going to have exclusive videos that you get to watch.
Think about it like our Patreon that Chris and I did for a while there. I mean, there's special things behind the scenes, like the video of us doing the sheep that Oliver and I did the other day. We've saved that. It's archived right now for the membership. What happened to the experimental show, Michelle?
The experimental show has gone away. And the reason is this. We can use Jake's sheep as an example. We want to explore the product, create the product, make a saleable product, figure out all the kinks, and then be able to have it for purchase. So you're not watching a video going, this is super cool, I want to get one, and then it takes us 3 months, 6 months, 9 months to get it to market. There is time it takes to develop all these products.
And the members are going to be a part of that design process. We've done it on the experimental, we've showed it, but we want to do it in an actual timed out manner. We've got the Gathering Point shows here to a point where we're planned ahead a week and a half. We've got a plan. This is so we can get a timeline going. We can have our experimental and trial and error videos supported by the people that are watching them and engaging with them and being a part of what we're doing. And we can get feedback from you guys. Take it away.
The other part that's kind of cool is we're going to do some interviews. So we'll show a couple trial and errors and be like, okay, here's what was happening with the product. It wasn't working. We went to the drawing board again, and here's what happened when we fixed those mistakes, or when we designed it better, or when we chose other colors.
All things that we do anyway with you guys here on this show, we want to have a higher level access. We want to really put our hearts and souls into talking to you guys. 50% of our business at this point since COVID is online, and you guys are supporting us and part of what we do. And as much as
even saying supporting us, there's a lot of people who are like, listen, I own all your product. I just want to be part of the team. How can I support you guys? What level can I do?
You get started on the heart.
And this is a really cool way that they're going to get some cool products that we don't sell in the store or online, but it's another way of supporting the Glass Academy.
Yep.
And our first behind-the-scene interview is going to be super cool. It's going to be Chris, Jake, and myself, and we're going to be talking about what it is to be a master glass blower. We all have different opinions about this. It's a hot topic in the community right now. We're going to tell you why it's a hot topic, and we're going to let you guys chime in on your thoughts. Now, I know Bess was talking about we read all the comments. The surveys we do really helps us to know you, our customer. We want to continue to bring beautiful, lovely pieces of glass into your homes for gifts, to drink out of, And we want to be a little more exclusive to the people who really support us.
So you can keep the questions coming on that, folks, if you have more questions, but I suggest checking out the link that Bess posted, whether you think you're interested in the $48, the $8, or not interested. If you sign up for that, when it goes live on the 20th, and before that even, I think you're going to get updates on it, you're going to get all the information, you're going to know what's coming up, and you're going to know exactly what you're going to want to be involved in when the time is right. Dad, could I get a little clear bit from you?
Yep.
And a little clarity too, just in case you weren't able to watch the video we posted about it. The thing about YouTube is we don't have access to your email or your mailing list. So if we want to send you a gift or a coupon in the mail, we didn't have a ways to do it. So now you'll be incorporated on our website. Your personal information will be protected there under the Shopify umbrella. And we'll know how to reach you, and it will be much easier for us to communicate.
We're going for the copper here.
All right, this is the magic part. Now, the thing that's cool about the pocket vases is Jake's going to make that super swirl be at the front. He's going to do the clip on the back side. We'll walk away while that's happening. One of the reasons that we choose these patterns on the pocket vase is so that we can put the pattern on the front and not have color on the back side. You don't need color on the back side if it's going against the wall. And we also chose to leave a lot of these pocket vases clear so that you can enjoy the flowers you see inside them. All right, Chris was amazing. He has not done the loop. He didn't even know how that normally happens, so
he's got it.
There's a little activity happening over there, but he got it on. And now Oliver's going to be shaping the heart.
All of you. We got gold in the body, and I believe I've got an opaque purple on the body with gold on top of it. Oliver's got a more transparent purple. And this will be his first heart sculpted, not with a student, not as a large student piece, but as a product accent piece here on the show. So let's just give him a really hard time here, folks. Everyone stare real hard at him.
Yup. It's at a scale that I'm just super familiar with.
I think he's being sarcastic. Look at the swirls and the kind of the collaboration of the gold and the purple. It's a really nice depth to those swirls.
Thanks, Beth.
Here he goes for the tweezer pluck. Oh, a beautiful snag.
Letting that.
He's gonna probably take a heat on it first.
Yeah.
Yep, beautiful.
Letting that fall on center a little bit more.
Now I was focusing, and it's time for me to take a heat, but Oliver's in the hole, so I gotta switch it up. This is gonna be the giveaway for next week, folks. If you don't have your answers already in to enews@glassacademy.com, someone's gonna get this pocket vase for free. Nice.
Is that enough definition on that guy?
All right, I'm gonna start torching the spot. And we can do it on this one if you're ready for it, Oliver.
Just to clarify for you guys, I know a couple of you saw that I was confused.
I know we're in a little bit of overtime, but I want to get the definition right.
Noticed that was not a question from last week, and you're correct. That was not the question. Donna printed me up the wrong answers. Dawn is still the winner, regardless. Congratulations, Dawn. She did actually win the glass Donna just printed me up the wrong question. So for those of you who were confused in the comments that was not the question that was asked, you are correct. That is not the question that was asked last week. So just wanted to clear that up for you guys. Man. Overtime this week.
A little bit of OT for you here.
All right.
Whoa. All right. I'm gonna do a little off center so that I don't cover up the two incredible purple swirls, the perp swirls. Give it to us.
There it goes.
Thank you, everybody. So this is the old
Hey, bada 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 bada
Crevice
bada bada
grabber.
bada bada bada. String?
Michelle said, nice stick.
Nice stick.
Yeah.
Big blaster.
Ain't no denying that's a Valentine's Day
That's
pocket
a
vase.
Valentine's special. So I'm gonna squish it on there one more time now, here now, and then we're gonna go for the iridescence. Oh yeah, it's on there good. We've got gold here, we got gold over there, and we got gold everywhere. So let's bring it to the surface. Let's do it. Pulling out the silvers and whatnot. And here we go, folks.
Ooh-wee.
That thing is blinging. That
Good
is
guy.
$3.99 from the Glass Academy. A little love from us to you. You guys don't forget to sign up for a chance to win that one for next week.
I do have the question on the screen for you guys. So one more time, what should we name our spring show? Used to be called the Glass Extravaganza, but we want to kind of include some of our other springy products.
And it was kind of a, wasn't it
Beautiful
like
punny,
a
Oliver.
pun?
Thank
An
you.
egg extravaganza?
It was. Good catch, Chris.
Yeah. You know, that's where my rocket
Yep.
science training
Let me
came
hit
in.
that spot again real quick.
So, don't forget, you're going to send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com. I did take that off the screen because they are at the bottom of the screen right now and it was covering.
Left side probably,
And the
Jake.
clapper
There
put
we
away.
go. Pop that back up for
The
you.
heart squeeze.
Send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com.
Or is it
You will get entered to win.
heartstrings?
And we'll announce the winner next week.
Very nice, folks. That's how it goes right there, folks. We got a Valentine's special next week. We got some other Valentine's product lined up for you guys. Some really cool stuff.
What was that song? Something about saying goodbye. It was back in the day. It wasn't H&R Puffin stuff, but it was somebody else. Remember?
It's closing time.
Well, that's the song. I was thinking, like, remember when the Friendly Giant used to move all the furniture out of the way? What? He'd work on the dollhouse and move the furniture around. What?
So anyway, the Red Wings play on Friday, and we got some great things happening in the studio, folks. We're playing on Tuesday. We're going to be here again on Tuesday next week, and it's going to be an incredible time. Anil will reveal at 3 o'clock on Thursdays to see all those pieces in their true color, and if we make a decision on the reeds by then, they'll be for sale on Thursday
Yep.
at 3 o'clock.
Jake and I are going to shoot for 20 minutes on that one.
Yeah, we're going to get real heady with it.
I think it was the Mickey Mouse show.
All right,
Now
folks.
it's
Thanks
time
for
to say
sticking
goodbye.
around. We'll see you guys. See you real soon.
M-I-C-U-I-M-O-U-S-E.
Send 'em home.